step by step. Hold your vision. No one knew how to get to the moon, but they made it. You'll learn how to get there one step at a time. Have you ever had a dream but no clue how to make it happen? In chapter 4 of From Fear to Freedom, I go back to the time where mobile phones were just emerging. And we didn't know what they would become, did we? We didn't know what they would develop into. Didn't see at the time that they would become these little TV screens that we walk around with nowadays. But someone had a vision back then and created a signal. So we're talking about frequency here and energy again. And just like those early inventors, we don't know, or we don't have to know the how, do we? We just need to trust the what and actually take that first step. We are all transmitting something, and we transmit it through our energy, our thoughts, our emotions. And just like mobile phones connect through frequency, so do we. You don't see, when you send a text message, you don't see all, as you press send, you don't see all the letters coming out the end of your phone and flying into the air and landing in the other person's phone. So the energy is there. We are surrounded by frequencies and energies, and we're all connecting in or disconnecting. That's why, you know, we get those feelings of, well, I feel like I've known you forever when you bump into somebody that you've never bumped into before. It's just that you're connecting at that same frequency, you're connecting on that same level. So you see, when I started to understand about frequency, it's learning, it created an understanding that we are not actually lost, we are evolving. So look at the development of mobile phones as a metaphor, as an analogy to ourselves developing and developing our dreams, our life, our soul expectations. And the fact that you've even thought about a dream, that you've even thought about your goal, that you've even thought about what you would like to do with your life, that's the beginning of that becoming real. Because it's the thought, the initial thought, that projects that and starts and triggers the emotions, the thoughts, the responses. So we don't need perfect plans. It's just the courage to tune in to what we really want. It's tuning into that inner child, into that intuition that we spoke about in chapter 1. And it's trusting that inner signal fully that will allow us to move forward. You are not static. You are always moving forward. So what I'd like to do is read just a little excerpt from the Away Will Be Found section of chapter 4 for you. And it's basically explaining that we're not static. We are always moving forward, and we can always follow our dreams. Use the unknown. The fact that you have initially thought about a possibility creates the first step. The first thought. One thought leads to another. Acknowledge that possibility. If we can make the decision to just go for it and persist, things start to fall into place. Each step leading to the next step. It propels us along the way. Even though we feel we aren't moving forward, we are. Allow the vulnerability to inspire you. Create the adventure. It's just a process which we must follow. Foster a feeling of trust that we will be guided along that path. No one knew how to do anything to start with. Look at life around you in great detail. Everything develops. Everything creates. Every person gains wisdom on their journey. So seize the unknown. Use it for personal growth. Allow it to ignite your inner desires. Take some time to stop and think how all things develop and change over time. You are not static. You are always moving forward. This isn't something we consider daily. We all get drawn into our daily chores. When you become more aware of that development, you start to realise you are a work of art in progress too. Draw strength from your past experiences to create new ones. Remember to honour that. It's important. Learn to communicate with you. It's amazing what you can create. Emit the frequency of that. So what's one dream that you've been holding back on because you don't know how it could happen? Could you actually trust the next step today? Could you take that next step? And that's what this chapter is all about. It's about seizing that unknown, as I've just read in that section, that we are always all moving forward, and just compare it. Think about how the development of those mobile phones has gone since 1995, since I had my first phone back then. Look at how they've developed. They're amazing. That is you too. And apply it to you. And you are that work in progress. And remember that. So I hope you've enjoyed chapter 4, digging into that. From Fear to Freedom is available on Amazon, Waterstones, foils, and I look forward to seeing you in chapter 5, which is called Mama World. See you soon.